If you think Everglades National Park is just swamps and alligators, well, you're not wrong. But there's a vast, wild world teeming with life far beyond that first impression. Today, we're heading into the heart of South Florida's truly wild side, the absolutely unique Everglades National Park. We're gonna cover it all, from the must-do activities and wildlife hotspots, practical tips to help you navigate this watery wilderness, and hopefully get you totally excited to plan your adventure into America's largest subtropical wilderness and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Whether you're here for a day or planning a longer stay, the Everglades offer many activities to immerse yourself in its unique ecosystem. So maybe swap your hiking boots for some waterproof ones. Charge up those camera batteries, slather on the sunscreen, and maybe pack an extra can of bug spray, trust me. Getting there and essential logistics. First things first, getting there and getting in. Everglades National Park has 3 main entrances, each accessing different areas. Let's sort out the basics to get you there first. Everglades National Park is enormous, with 3 main entrances leading to a completely different adventure. The Homestead entrance is what people generally call the main entrance. It is situated south of Homestead, Florida. It serves as your entry point to the Ernest F. Coe Visitor Center, the popular Royal Palm area with fantastic wildlife trails, the Long Pine Key Campground, and a scenic drive that runs down to Flamingo at the park's southern tip. If you're coming from Miami, you'll find the Shark Valley entrance on Tamiami Trail. In addition to having a very popular visitor center, this area is known for its impressive observation tower, tram road loop, and much more. Last but not least, you will find the Gulf Coast entrance on the western side near Everglades City. This is your gateway to the fabulous 10,000 Islands area if you are dreaming of cruising or paddling in those intricate mangrove estuaries. Whichever gate you choose, take my word for it, you'll absolutely need a car for proper exploration of the park, as it is pretty spread out. Getting in. Now about getting in. As of early 2025, you can expect to pay around $35 for a standard vehicle pass, which is valid for all 7 days. If you're coming in on a motorcycle, the cost is around $30 and about $20 if you're walking or biking. Thinking of visiting often? An Everglades annual pass is about $70. Or, if you plan on visiting multiple national parks within a year, definitely look into the America the Beautiful Pass, which is about $80. Plus, there are free or discounted versions for seniors, military folks, volunteers, and even 4th graders. Tip number 1. One super important heads up, Everglades National Park is completely cashless. Make sure you have a credit or debit card ready for the entrance fee and any other payments you may need to make inside the park. Best time to visit? Now, the big question. When should you actually go? The Everglades only ever has 2 seasons. It's either dry or wet. The best time to visit is, of course, during the dry season, from December to April. The crowds love this season too, thanks to cooler temperatures, low humidity, fewer mosquitoes, and incredible wildlife sightings in and near water holes. Then there's the wet season, from May to November. It's hotter, muggier, buggier, stormier. Well, we all know this. But oh, how lush it gets in those months. Way less crowded, and the sights are well worth it. Just remember to bring bug spray, rain gear, and tons of water. Few essentials covered. Now for the really fun part, airboat tours. You can't talk about the Everglades without mentioning airboats, right? It's that classic wind in your hair experience. Now, technically, most of the big commercial airboat companies operate just outside the park boundaries along the Tamiami Trail. However, there are a few official, NPS, authorized operators near the Shark Valley area. It's a super fun ride and gives you a unique view for spotting gators, turtles, and all sorts of wading birds. Check the official Everglades National Park Service website for the current list of authorized companies, such as Everglades Safari Park. You'll find plenty of other choices just outside the park too. Plan for a 30 to 60-minute ride for a standard tour, although longer private options are available. Cost-wise, expect something in the ballpark of $35 to $75 per adult for a shared tour. Private tours? Those start quite a bit higher, often $300 or more. Tip number 2, try going early in the morning. The wildlife might be more active and it will be a bit cooler. Shark Valley Tram. If you prefer a more relaxed way to soak in the heart of the river of grass, the Shark Valley Tram Tour is absolutely fantastic, by the way, which is also ADA friendly. It's a 2-hour tour led by a naturalist who points out all the cool stuff along the 15-mile paved loop deep into the prairie. The absolute highlight is climbing the 65-foot observation tower about halfway through. The 360-degree views are just breathtaking. You're almost guaranteed to see gators sunbathing along the canal, plus turtles, fish, and an amazing variety of birds. So, yeah, make sure your camera is charged. You'll find this at the Shark Valley entrance off the Tamiami Trail. Tickets are usually around $35 per person, but definitely check their official website for the latest pricing and availability. Pro tip, if you're going in winter, book ahead, seats fill up fast. Biking Shark Valley. If you're feeling a bit too energetic, boy, do I have the best activity for you. You can actually bike that same 15-mile paved loop trail at Shark Valley instead of taking the tram. It's flat and pretty easy riding, offering a much more personal and up-close experience. You can stop whenever and wherever you like to watch the wildlife. Just keep a safe distance and climb the observation tower at your own pace. You can either rent bikes right there from Shark Valley Tram Tours for about $26 for the whole day. They've got different sizes, kids' bikes, and helmets, which are required for anyone under 16, by the way. Rentals start at 8:30 a.m. and you must return the bikes by 5 p.m. And of course, you can also bring your own bike. Expect to spend 3 to 4 hours easily completing the loop, including time at the tower and plenty of photo stops. And seriously, bring lots of water. You'll rarely find shade to cool down here. Anhinga and Gumbo Limbo Trails. Okay, these next two are absolute non-negotiables. You can find these right outside Homestead in the Royal Palm section. First up is the Anhinga Trail. It's an easy 0.8-mile round-trip walk along a paved path and boardwalk that takes you right over Taylor Slough. It's world famous for how easy it is to spot alligators. Seriously, they're often chilling right next to the path. You'll also likely see turtles, tons of fish, and loads of birds, especially the Anhinga itself. Right next door is the Gumbo Limbo Trail, a 0.4-mile long paved trail that loops through a shade-laden rainforest with tropical plants, air plants, and our good friend, the Gumbo Limbo tree, renowned for its distinctive red bark and peeling skin. Both trails are free with your park admission, and if you can swing a visit in the dry season, especially in the morning, you'll catch the wildlife at its most active. Honestly, even a quick stop here can give you some incredible wildlife moments. Pro tip, check the Anhinga Trail webcam on the park's website before you head over. Kayaking or canoeing. Want to truly soak in the peaceful, untouched beauty of the Everglades? Then you must paddle. Picture yourself slipping quietly through much tangled mangrove tunnels, wide, shallow bays, or calm canoe trails, where it's only you and nature. One of the best places to start is the 9-Mile Pond Canoe Trail. The 9-Mile Pond Canoe Trail is simple for beginners and great for wildlife viewing, most of the time. For those wishing to paddle in a more difficult area, the Hells Bay Canoe Trail will take you into the deep, enchanting mangroves, and good navigation skills are a must. Also, even more daring, the Wilderness Waterway is a 99-mile course, a real challenge for extreme explorers, especially designed for skilled paddlers planning multi-day trips. If you want to rent a boat, go to Flamingo. The park concessionaires, known as Flamingo Adventures, rent kayaks and canoes. Check out their website for current rental rates. Over towards the Gulf Coast entrance in Everglades City, companies such as Everglades Adventures, Kayak, and Eco Tours offer rentals and guided tours as well. Daily rental rates range from $50 to $85 or more, depending on the boat. Guided tours, which obviously come at an extra cost, provide expertise along the way. If you're going on your own, just be sure to carry good maps and be very clear about your route. Always check the tides and weather before you go into the water, especially in coastal areas, and carry the usuals: water, sun protection, bug spray. Flamingo area, 38 miles from the homestead entrance, roughly an hour away, you'll find Flamingo, a laid-back base camp where freshwater wilderness meets Florida Bay. It's a hotspot for wildlife like manatees, dolphins, and even American crocodiles. Here you'll find the Guy Bradley Visitor Center, campgrounds offering everything from drive-up spots to RV hookups and even eco-tents, boat ramps if you brought your own vessel, some hiking trails like the popular Eco Pond Loop, and the recently reopened Flamingo Lodge. Yes, actual hotel rooms inside the park. You can also hop on a narrated boat tour. These tours have a fee, typically in the $40 to $60 range per person. Check the Flamingo Adventures website for the latest schedules and prices. Flamingo is a fantastic base for exploring the southern park and the bay, and bonus, it's one of the top spots for incredible sunsets and amazing stargazing. Join a ranger program. Are you really curious to find out what keeps the Everglades so alive? Listen to park rangers. They offer a fantastic variety of free programs, and these are not included in your park entry fee. They are available all year round, with more options available during the dry season. These are not stereotyped boring lectures, but include guided walks on popular trails, interesting talks at visitor centers, ranger-led canoe trips or bike tours, cool evening programs under the stars, and even quite unique slough slogs, which are guided wet walks through the cypress domes. You'll have to reserve a slot for those. You'll find programs happening at Royal Palm, Shark Valley, Flamingo, and sometimes down at the Gulf Coast. Your best bet for finding out what's available during your visit is to check the official Everglades National Park website calendar, or just ask at any visitor center when you come through the front door. These programs add so much depth to your visit. Therefore, don't miss them. Hiking beyond the famous spots. While Anhinga and Gumbo Limbo steal the spotlight, there are a few lesser-known trails worth checking out too. The Pahayo Key Overlook usually has a boardwalk leading to a platform with sweeping views over the river of grass. But, it's currently closed for a replacement project until fall 2025, so be sure to check the NPS website for its status before planning to visit. The Mahogany Hammock Trail is a gem. A half-mile boardwalk loop through a dense, almost jungle-like hardwood hammock filled with big mahogany trees and lush greenery. It feels totally different from the open prairies. Near the Long Pine Key area, you can find trails that wander through the unique pineland habitat, another distinct South Florida ecosystem. All these trails are free with your park admission. Just remember to wear closed-toe shoes, carry water, and be prepared for sun or bugs, depending on the trail and the time of year. Spotting the locals? Okay, let's be real. Seeing wildlife is a huge part of the Everglades experience. While nothing's guaranteed in nature, your chances are pretty good if you know where and when to look. Alligators are everywhere in the freshwater areas. Shark Valley's Canal, the Anhinga Trail, 9 Mile Pond, and Eco Pond are prime gator spotting locations. Crocodiles, on the other hand, are a bit more sneaky. They like the saltier waters down around Flamingo and in Florida Bay. Keep an eye out for the friendly manatees in the marina area, especially around Flamingo in the cooler winter months. Dolphins will also make a guest appearance in Florida Bay, particularly with boat tours from Flamingo. And the birds! The diversity is stunning. Wading birds are common along canals and ponds, including herons, egrets, ibises, and that otherworldly species, the roseate spoonbills. While the pond at Parrotis Pond is closed to allow bird nesting until summer 2025, the parking area often provides good viewing. You may encounter large numbers of turtles and snakes basking in the sun near the water, or, at times, crossing trails or roads. So be careful when you drive. Tip: maintain a safe distance, at least 15 feet away from gators and crocs. Never feed or disturb wildlife, and use binoculars or a zoom lens for close-up shots. Where to stay? Whew, after all that exploring, you'll need a place to rest your head. You've got options both inside and outside the park. For the full immersion experience, staying inside the park is fantastic. The best option, as we mentioned earlier, is the Flamingo Lodge. It's a really unique spot in Flamingo, built using shipping containers, offering 24 actual hotel rooms. You'll definitely want to book this way in advance through the Flamingo Adventures website or by phone. Expect room rates to start around $150 to $250 per night, depending on the season and room type. Note that the maximum stay is 14 days. If camping is more your style, there are two main front country campgrounds. Long Pine Key, near the Homestead entrance, opens seasonally from around November to April. It offers basic amenities and will cost around $25 to $30 per night. On the other hand, we have the Flamingo Campground, which is open year-round and much larger, offering drive-up tents and RV sites. Reservations are highly recommended here, especially from December to April. Expect drive-up sites to cost around $30 to $45 per night, with electric sites costing more. For the truly adventurous, there's wilderness camping. This requires paddling or boating to designated sites, such as ground spots, beach sites, or unique elevated platforms called chickees. You absolutely need a permit, which costs a $21 non-refundable admin fee plus $2 per person per night. You can reserve these online through recreation.gov or get a walk-up permit within 24 hours of your trip at the Flamingo Visitor Center. Now, this one takes serious planning and self-sufficiency and is definitely not one you can enjoy with kids. Alright, before you rush out the door, here are a few final, super important tips to make sure your Everglades adventure is amazing. 1. Check those alerts. Seriously, before you even leave home, go to the official Everglades National Park website. That's nps.gov/EVER. Check for any current alerts, closures, road construction issues, or changes to program schedules. Things in the Everglades can change fast. 2. Did I mention bug spray? I really can't say this enough. The mosquitoes and biting flies can be legendary, especially if you're visiting outside the dead middle of the dry season. Use a good repellent containing DEET or picaridin, and consider wearing long sleeves and pants, even on warm days. 3. Leave no trace. It's a big deal here. Whatever you bring in, make sure it leaves with you. That includes trash, food wrappers, and even the tiniest scraps. Stick to marked trails to help protect the delicate ecosystems. Leave the Everglades just as wild and beautiful for the next person to enjoy. We hope this guide helps you plan your own incredible Everglades journey. Visiting the Everglades connects you to a wilder, more elemental world. It's an experience that sticks with you long after you head home. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more travel guides and adventures, and definitely let us know in the comments what you're most excited to see or do in Everglades National Park.